my Apple phone, on my Apple iPhone, Cake. Yeah, well, speaking of my Apple iPhone, Cake. But like I said, I should have I should have tried to call him out here on the phone. And I was worried, and I was a little worried for being so sick, and I wouldn't at least be worried about one of these moments to tell you how much I've been waiting all my life, just like I was the last time. Right after my husband left me, and then we got back together. But still, when he came back, when we got back together, that's the first and last thing we did was to have fun all night. But even when we try to make love to ourselves, but every night and day, ooh, don't go there, Carla. I mean, really, so don't go there, please. Yeah, don't go there, Carla. Okay, so one of those times when I've been trying to think, when most of the times, for one of these moments, when I have waited my whole life for him, was to think back to my very first time. And we easily got on by, yes we did. And I mean, when most of the times when when I have fun all night from thinking back to when I first got back together, like every night and day. But when we both woke up in one morning, like we always do, huh, Cake? Yeah, we do have. I mean, but it's more than we can always have to do is. I mean, what we can always do have to be waking up in this morning, or at least stay awake, like in day and night. But Kate, girl, trying to teach me a lesson more than what my man, my husband could teach me too. Okay, But when we first make love to ourselves every night, about how much it used to be when we try to have a little bit of trying to have a little any sex. When we was trying to have a little bit of sex and stuff and all those other stuff. But that was like last time. When we was when we had fun right after we first got married, and it used to be right after my class reunion. And this when we first moved out here from this other house, but it was old, but it was pretty. That's a pretty old house. I mean, well, actually, that's a really old house. But that other house was really old. To me, Kate. I know that's right, huh? Yeah. I know that's right. Yeah, and girl, most of the times when my husband will always try to stand on his knees, and he can thank God. And I bet that he can thank God for all he wants to do was to realize all the things in life about what could have happened to me the first time. And it was starting right here and right now. And I believe that too. Oh my goodness. Woo! Yeah, well, girl, one of the things when I had said to one of those times when me and Darnell Hill we're together now, but we always together, and we always said, but hell, we always have, and we always will be. Carla, and most of the times when we try to check back in this game like he was, just like just like your cousin or your husband, who tries so hard to pay the bills or pay the price for as long as they won't ever want, but as soon as possible. And I had to admit, while it needs to teach me a lesson every day. And when there's no matter what I should turn to, after all those times I have been feeling like I should be falling in love with him too, but not your husband or your cousin, girl. But it was Darnell Hill. But he's still my favorite boyfriend. And all those other stuff is why I couldn't deal with it. Is what maybe can't be dealing with his attitude anymore longer. As far as my issues are my problems, just like yours, because of mine. But it used to be when my heel. But I want to talk about it when my heel was upset. I mean, wait a minute, girl. I mean, when she gets mad, mad at who? I mean, mad at what? So what things you should make her mad? Then, huh? Well, you know, my heel. Girl, you know, if it's my heel, will get mad at somebody or anybody else. But guess what? What? She might go and catch a case or slap the crap out of somebody in their faces too. What? Why? Yeah. I mean, why would? I mean, so why wouldn't she do that, huh? I mean, so what makes her do that, huh? Girl, girl, I don't know. I mean, girl, I don't know. But I mean, girl, now I don't know, Cake. But I don't know now. Period. So that's when if she probably will be mad at anybody or else for trying so hard not to make a decision, just like I was to my husband, and one of those times when I had felt like when my husband always he wanted to leave me for all of his money and everything else is what we had built together, just like you was since. When we first moved here, like the last time when I was about pregnant by him and with my son too. Yeah, like girl, like when he was the baby too. But I try to wait a minute. Let me try to find these baby pictures. And he was looking so cute now, ain't he? Yes, he is. Carla, yes, he is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let me try to show you this picture. Okay, there you go. Oh, here it is. What was so funny? Girl, what you laughing about? Where you laughing at? What was wrong? Girl. See, this is what I'm laughing at now. What? What is it? What? See, this is what tries to make me laugh when there's this baby pictures I've seen. Since I've been trying to send to you and my husband, like I say, Cake, this is when he was probably 6 years old or 7 years old. Since he first grew up in it, like what, in the 20th century, or at least the 21 or the 21st century, modern people in this particular family better than he was, way more better than he was, and I guarantee you on this right now. But if only I've been trying to see if I had to find his baby pictures to make sure where they are. Cake. Oh, I don't blame you for that. Carla. Oh, I know, huh? Cake. I know, right? Yeah. But like most of the times when I've been trying to check back at the game too, but I didn't always do that. But so was your cousin Sean Brown. Yeah, like your husband was too. Like I said. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. But you know what? Girl, like when most of the times when you've been trying to manage all this for you to help him. I don't know where else to near him or no trouble. Anyway. Yeah, but it was but that's your husband's that may be that may always be your husband's idea in the first place. Carla girl. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you got that right. Mm-hmm. You got that right. Carla. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I know, right? Yeah, you got that right. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. But especially when I'm getting this right too, Um, cake. Yeah, but so what's the difference between you and or your husband was living in his life but getting strung out or dragged up out of the streets? Just like when we used to go for his when he was going for his walk, since he always left you all this money. Yeah, well, and he can't. Yeah, Ray kept on. He always kept on leaving me too. And why would he ever do that? Because he wanted to leave me again. Yeah, just like it was like just like it was last year too. Yeah, you're right. That was that was last year. Yeah, yeah, it was. Oh, but I must say, girl, when most of the times when I check back in the game about what never happened to me like this before, since your husband and your cousin was trying to get strung out when this boy tries to get dragged up in the street since he grew up. And he was when he was when he was about 7 years when he was still 6 years old. Carla, who my son? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, girl, when he was still 6 years old and he was about to turn into a 7-year-old and had to realize to think back before he had to get dragged up and down through the damn streets all day long for not telling you the truth about whatever happened to him like last year. Yep, it was last year too. Yep, you're right, it was last year, Carla. I must admit what? Girl, when most of the times when your husband tries to get strung out since your son he must have finally grew up since he was dragged around the streets by your daddy from your mom. I mean, from your daddy without your mama, and I wouldn't do that to him if I was my head. Yeah, but I know if you was your mama, like just like I was, Carla, and there's no wonder what we should turn into for almost a right or wrong reasons, girl. And I doubt that. Yeah, I doubt that. Yeah, well, most of the times when there were some things in my life is what I ain't always been proud, would have been proud. I ain't would have, it's what I ain't been proud of since yet. I got you. And I will do this just for my son, too, when he grows up. When he started being cadre, he graduates in high school, which is judging by his grades, so that you know how to make me plan on all this just like you was on the cover, too. Yeah, and I wish I was Queen Latifah or Jennifer Hudson to get not to let you not for not being judged the book by their covers. Yeah, since I work them like since I was in the movie with Angela Bassett, and she and I I could have took her advice just like I've always wanted to, but so I couldn't. you know.